Welcome back to another video. Today, we're diving into one of those unforgettable celebrity moments that left fans speechless and the internet buzzing when Betsy Russell, the iconic beauty of 80s cinema, showed off more than she intended. Known for her breakout roles in Private School and later as Jill Tuck in the Saw horror film franchise, Betsy has always balanced charm, confidence, and glamour. But fame often brings a microscope, especially when wardrobe malfunctions and red carpet slip-ups occur. This particular moment wasn't just a blink and you miss it accident, it became a talking point across tabloids, forums, and fan circles. Whether you view it as an unfortunate accident or an example of how Hollywood treats female stars under relentless scrutiny, one thing's for sure, it reminded us all of the fragile line between celebrity privacy and public spectacle. The moment in question happened at a high-profile charity gala in Los Angeles, an event filled with flashing cameras, flowing gowns, and A-listers looking their best. Betsy, always radiant, walked the red carpet in a stunning, form-fitting evening gown with a daring neckline and a high slit that commanded attention. Designed by a prominent stylist known for pushing the limits of glamour, the gown was equal parts elegant and risky. Betsy looked poised and confident, waving to fans and smiling for photographers until a gust of wind, perhaps paired with the camera flashes and a slight misstep, led to a sudden, very unexpected reveal. For a brief moment, the dress shifted just enough to reveal more than she had intended, sending photographers into a frenzy and tabloids scrambling to publish the photos. Betsy handled it with grace, immediately adjusting the dress with a smile and carrying on with the evening like a true professional. But the photos had already circulated, and soon, headlines were splashed across entertainment news. Betsy Russell suffers wardrobe malfunction. Red carpet slip shocks fans, and too hot for the cameras? Some fans sympathized with her, pointing out how unfair it is for celebrities, especially women, to constantly be under pressure to look flawless while risking these very public mishaps. Others debated whether the dress choice itself was too bold, knowing the unpredictable nature of red carpets. Still, the incident sparked a larger discussion about the objectification of actresses in Hollywood and the double standards they face. Betsy, now in her 60s, has aged gracefully and continues to be a symbol of timeless beauty and sophistication. She's been praised for embracing natural aging, staying fit, and avoiding over-the-top cosmetic procedures. That night, she wasn't trying to shock or show off, she was simply wearing a designer gown to an event like countless other actresses. Yet because of one fleeting moment, the narrative shifted and suddenly her appearance was being dissected, frame by frame. What's most admirable is how Betsy responded in the aftermath. Rather than hiding away or issuing a defensive statement, she laughed it off in interviews, saying, "Hey, we've all had a bad fashion day. I'm just glad I was wearing underwear." Her candidness and sense of humor won her even more fans, proving she's not just a talented actress but someone who knows how to keep things in perspective. In fact, the moment ended up reigniting interest in her earlier career, with fans revisiting her classic films and younger audiences discovering her vintage performances for the first time. Some fashion commentators even applauded her for taking risks and showing that beauty doesn't have an age limit. Betsy's resilience and class turned what could have been an embarrassing story into a moment of empowerment. It's also worth noting that celebrities today face more exposure than ever. With high-definition cameras, social media, and live streaming, even a slight hiccup can go viral in seconds. When stars like Betsy Russell walk red carpets, they're not just showcasing fashion, they're walking a minefield of potential scrutiny. Yet she handled it like a pro, showing the younger generation of Hollywood how to deal with mishaps with maturity and humor. Fans across platforms like Twitter, Reddit, and Instagram flooded her with support. "Betsy still looks better than half of Hollywood," one tweet read. Another added, "She's a legend for how she handled that." And indeed, legends aren't made by perfection, they're made by how people rise after a stumble. That night may have started as a glamorous evening for charity, but it ended as a reminder that even seasoned stars are human. Behind the makeup, the gowns, and the spotlight are real people, dealing with the same slips and surprises as anyone else. And for Betsy, that moment didn't define her, it highlighted her unshakable poise. She turned an awkward situation into an empowering one, reminding us all that confidence shines brighter than any wardrobe glitch. In fact, the moment seemed to breathe new life into her public presence. Media outlets started booking her again. Fashion magazines praised her comeback energy, and fans were reminded why she was such a magnetic screen presence in the first place. A moment that could have spelled embarrassment instead became a celebration of grace under pressure. It's easy to forget how fleeting fame can be and how quickly public opinion can shift. Yet, Betsy Russell's experience proves that authenticity, humor, and composure are stronger than the flashbulbs of paparazzi. Whether you saw the incident as a fashion fail or just another media exaggeration, there's no denying that Betsy's reaction was pure class. She turned what many would call a wardrobe malfunction into a teachable moment, and in doing so, she once again reminded us why she remains a beloved figure in Hollywood history. For fans old and new, the moment was a mix of nostalgia, admiration, and a deeper look at the pressures celebrities face. Betsy showed more than she wanted to, but in doing so, she showed us exactly who she is: fearless, fabulous, and forever iconic.